Good evening, it's another Friday evening. I am Akin Sam, and you're welcome to the Truth Podcast. Today, I am not with Blessing Iyogo, neither I am or am I with Mary Kiss, nor Kaz. But with me, you would always have it best. Today, we'll be going in a little bit different from every other thing we've been doing from the beginning of the year. Yes, we are looking at an investment, and this time we're going into real estate. But I don't have all the information, so I will not be doing this alone. Today, I have with me Mr. Kenny, but I'll let him introduce himself a little bit, and then we'll come back together. Good day, Mr. Kenny.
Good day.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
Oh, so you see that calm voice that you're hearing? It's not like my own. But Mr. Kenny, we are going into real estate investment, and from your profile, you actually studied urban and regional planning.
Yes.
And you've been in this real estate business for, like you said, 6 years. Please, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. It's a very great pleasure to be here for the first time on the Truth Podcast. I studied urban and regional planning in FUT Mina from the year 2010 up to 2015. And I served with Department of Outdoor Advertisement. That's towards they're in charge of the regulation of advertisement in Abuja.
Oh.
So I did a lot of planning with them. We learned how to get the coordinates of billboards in the entire Abuja. Then after a while, we're looking for a job. Then I got an opportunity to work with a real estate firm in Abuja.
Oh.
So I started out as a marketer. Yeah, so I didn't want to do it because, a fresh graduate who just finished serving, hunting for jobs, you understand, you really need something to keep spirit and soul together.
Definitely.
So we saw it as an opportunity to just start out somewhere. So not just sit at home, you understand. Even I remember the first time when I entered the office and I went for an interview. In my mind, I said I was not going to do this for a long time. That I was just going to use it to raise capital to start a business for myself. So that was the intent. That was what I had in mind entering into real estate. You understand? But when I entered into the marketing department, we tried our best and we started selling and we started knowing the nooks and crannies of real estate.
And so
I realized that it's a very, very, very good business that everyone wants to venture into. So I stayed with them for about 4 years. Yeah, so I grew from being a marketing executive to becoming the marketing manager.
Wow, you must have been really good because marketing is not a strong point for me.
Actually, so it's actually not easy to market, especially when you're marketing products that are worth 5, 6, 7, 10 million. You understand?
As an upcoming,
especially when you've not owned up to $1 million before in your life. So it can be really, really tasking and difficult. But we summoned all the courage with the hustling spirit. We pushed and we were able to do it for 4 years.
Wow.
You understand? Then after the 4 years, I decided to start out on my own company.
Really?
Yeah, so we officially have a real estate brokerage company.
Oh, so you guys are more like real estate brokers?
Yes, we are real estate brokers. So what we do is to partner with real estate developers.
Okay.
Yes, so we get what they sell, we make our inquiries, we do our due diligence to be sure that
these guys are real.
Yes, they are real. What they have is good enough to be put out there for the public to buy. Understand?
I would like to know.
When we're done with that,
yeah,
then we help them market.
That's
based on a particular arrangement or an agreement that we've signed with the real estate company.
Wow. So you see, I didn't even see this part coming. I never knew you could actually broker for other real estate.
There are a lot of real estate brokerage companies in Abuja.
Okay. Now it looks like this venture is really profitable.
Yes, it is.
In Nigeria, is it really profitable with all the insecurities and everything going on around?
Okay, so recently there was a survey that was done, and real estate investment was put side by side with the oil business in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes, and I was told that it's actually in the records that real estate is number one now. It's rating number one.
Ahead of oil and
Yes,
gas.
yes, ahead of oil and gas.
It's like I will
So
reconsider.
there's a lot of funds going into real estate in Abuja. Sorry, in Nigeria
Okay.
right now, and it's actually because of the rate of development, the rate of infrastructural development going around Lagos, going around Abuja, and so many major parts of the cities in Abuja.
So if I decide now that I'm a foreigner and I want to invest in Nigeria, but I really don't like these popular places, what other options do I have?
Okay, so it depends on what you want to do and why you want to invest. Because there are some people that invest because they want to make profit.
Okay.
And it could be a short term, medium term, or long term profit. Now, there are also some investments that you just buy a property, renovate it, turn it to be something very beautiful and sell. It's called a flip.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a very quick way of making
Or
quick
land
money.
banking.
So land banking is on a long-term basis. It's just
Oh.
like you're doing a fixed deposit in the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's called land banking. So most of those kind of real estate investments is for areas that are so far away from the city center, like the outskirts.
Okay.
Places like Kuje in Abuja,
Yeah.
Kuje, Gwagwalada, you have Kwali,
Yeah.
you have Dede, all the outskirts of Abuja. Then in Lagos, you have Ekpe and the likes. Some other locations like that.
Okay. Now, the way you're sounding like there is really, really money in this thing, and you are beginning to bring analytics into this whole thing.
Very serious money.
Okay. So now, when it comes to you and your company,
Yes.
You say you're a broker,
Yes.
and what you do is literally make due diligence for these companies. Now, do you do for individuals, or you just do only for the companies themselves?
So we are particular about reputation.
Okay.
So I told you I worked with a company for 4 years,
Okay.
and I was able to do my research. I did a lot of findings on why real estate companies thrive, why real estate companies don't stay too long in the market. You understand? So I realized that most real estate investors are looking for companies that they can trust, companies that they can bank on, companies that they can buy from and just go and sleep. They don't want. Most people don't like stories. If you say I'm buying this and you're getting this, that's what it should be. You understand? So when you come back and say this is the reason why you didn't get this, you are very sure they won't come back and they won't refer anybody back to you. So we do our due diligence for ourselves, so that we're sure that what we're selling to the public is good enough to be sold.
So you take the property from the real estates,
Yes,
and then you display them to the public.
yes, after running our
due diligence.
Yes.
Good. Now, my question also comes from the aspect of an individual.
Okay.
Can they come to you directly, or they just go straight to the real estate?
They come to us directly.
So you guys people are more like the middlemen,
yes,
in between,
yes,
brokering the deal. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I think that makes it clearer now.
Yes.
Now, in this aspect, looking at how lucrative it's been for real estate, now, what do you think is the challenge that you've mostly had doing this whole tenure?
Okay, challenges are actually everywhere, so it depends on the angle you're coming from. You understand? If you're looking at the part of the regulatory bodies, that's the government.
Yeah.
You understand? They are the ones that are supposed to provide all the basic infrastructure that will drive this real estate business. You understand? There are some places that should have good roads. Places in town that should have good roads that they still don't have good roads. There are a lot of potholes there. Thank God for Wike in Abuja. If you check now, there are a lot of good bridges that are coming up, and my brother, it is really helping the real estate industry. it was because of that breed that you start hearing of Apowasa. Yes, you start hearing about Kusaki Hinapo.
Hmm.
And that is because they are planning to, Wike is planning to create a road from Karishi that's linking Apo. And that same road is supposed to link Gwagwalada and Kuje.
Hmm.
So can you imagine that plots of land around those areas
Definitely.
would increase in value?
Hmm.
And that's a very good location for real estate developers to explore. There will be a lot of selling of land and buying of properties there, which would help the real estate industry.
Now, let me come in again as an individual. So, if I want to get a piece of land right now in Abuja,
Yes.
what are my requirements?
The first thing you need is money.
No. Who want go market where you don't get money?
So the first thing you need if you want to invest in real estate is
Yeah.
to sit down and ask yourself, why do I want to do this? The purpose of a thing is no. Abuse is inevitable. It's not just about having money and throwing your money into real estate. You need to ask yourself, why am I investing? What are my goals? What do I want to achieve?
Two things: money. I want to make more
Purpose.
money,
Okay.
and I want to at least have something that is mine.
Okay, that as good as that sound, it's actually not so good enough, because so let me explain. Let me explain. So more money is a very good one, but then you have to define the type of more money. Are you sure you want to be patient to get so amount over a period of time? How soon do you want to get the money that you want to get?
Okay, wait. Then
So,
let me
so
stop you there.
it now tell you about the length of time you want to invest. Just as I said earlier, there are short-term investments, there are medium-term investments, and there are long-term investments.
Good.
And those investments is determined by the amount of money you're willing to invest.
Now I'm going to behave like all the real estate adverts I have been seeing recently.
Yes.
You know, there has been somebody who has been stating it that Nigeria's real estate firms have been overestimating
Yes.
the
The
prices,
Yes,
and
yes.
you know.
And that's actually another challenge.
Okay, good. Now, in this aspect,
Yes.
I'm saying I've seen an advert where it was informed that, oh, in 1992, people who bought land at Lekki bought it for about 17 million naira a plot.
Okay.
A plot, 17 million naira a plot. And right now, in the same Lekki, it is going for about $32 million. Now, they've shifted from naira to dollars in less than 30 years.
Yes.
Okay? Or let's say, just a little bit above 30 years. And it's looking like a very lucrative business. But then, my question is, I don't have 17 million. As far back as 1992, 17 million is probably
Actually, it's a very
big amount.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, in this fantastically inflated economy that we are enjoying right now, if I was to invest, how much minimally do you think is ideal for me to invest?
Okay. Yeah. If you're investing in Abuja,
Yeah.
There are various options. There is the high-end area where you call those for the 1% of the 1%. You have the Maitama, Kuzape, Asokoro, and the likes. So you also have the medium rental values where you have Guarimpa, you have Lukogoma, you have Lifecam. Then the other areas, which is those that are still coming up, they are mostly on the fringe. You have Lugbe, you have Kubwa, you have Maraba, and the rest. So it depends on how much you have. With as low as 5 million, you can get a plot of land in Kuje, a buildable land. Yes.
No issues.
No issues. No issues. So now it will bring us down to the different titles that these lands have.
Good.
You understand? You have the area council title, you have the RFO, that's right of occupancy, you have the certificate of occupancy.
Okay.
You understand? The area council level of certification is tied to the local government area that the land is located. Like Kuje area council have their own level of certification. You understand? So it doesn't mean it's not good enough for you to build. It's just that that's the level of certification that it has attained at that moment.
So if the level of certification then changes,
So
what then do we
it
do?
means you can increase the level of certification by taking the same documents to FCDA
Okay.
for it to be upgraded.
And
it will require some kind of fees. You have to pay some kind of
and then the
fees and
FCDA
all
there is to
that.
lose people's details and resell the land to other people.
So it's not in all cases. It's not
Okay.
in all cases. It's not in all cases. So if you have like 5 million, you can invest in Kuje. But for the medium range, like the Lokogoma and Life Camp, you should be looking at from 20 to 15 million. Yes. But the high brow area like Maitama, you should be looking at anything from 180 million and above.
Okay, I think I'm going to be a delegate in the next election. And I'm thinking of running for 2 parties.
That's true.
Because for you to be,
I'll be your personal advisor on real estate matters.
Okay, now coming back to the issues that really affect real estate,
Yes.
you would realize that something happened recently.
Okay.
I have a mentor that was literally affected a lot with the issue that happened with Wike and landowners along the airport road.
Yes.
And my question is, people invested a lot of money, that built their houses, and one day somebody came up claiming to be the minister of the FCT, which he is. However, he destroyed lands, saying they didn't have their certificates. Whereas a good number of them had produced the same certificate that was given to them by the same government, just another administration. Now, my question is, how do you navigate such issues? Because I say it as something reoccurring later, and is one aspect that gets people who are investors scared.
Yes. So my advice to those who invest in real estate and real estate lands and properties generally is to do their due diligence. The first thing to do when you're about to buy a property is to request for the document. When you see the document, take it to the appropriate authorities. You either take it to AGs or the area council, depending on the type of document you have. Then the second level of verification is to take it to Department of Urban and Regional Planning. So you get to know if this particular land has received approval. Because after you've gotten your documents, you have to design your architectural drawings and how the site plan for the estate would be, and it has to be submitted, and it has to be approved after a while. And you need to get some kind of approval to go ahead to start.
So that means even if I buy land now,
yes,
and I say I want to start building that land tomorrow, I can't go ahead.
You can't, sir. Development control come and cancel your house and break it.
Maka, why?
They'll cancel it first. So there are procedures for demolishing houses. They won't just break it, but they'll give you a quit notice.
So, but if within that time of the quit notice, I can go and do all my verification and come back, will the building still be demolished?
So you are not supposed to start anything on your site until you have approval to start. Yes, that's how it's done.
Okay, so
the only reason why you get a quit notice is when you're not following the approved plan. Imagine that you were given approval to build a particular type of structure, but on site you went to build something else, because they would always come for routine inspection to check if you're following what was approved. You understand? So if it contradicts what was approved, that's when you see the X.
So that means it is not just buying the land, you must also make sure that the right architectural design as earlier put in is actually what you're putting
Yes, so
on
that's
site.
when you're building your house. Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
Now, I didn't know this one because in the real sense, I just felt people just demolish
No, no,
and
not
then
at
just
all.
start the next
Not at all.
building
Not at
because
all.
we
Not
need
at
to
all.
work very, very fast in this economy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it just tells us that we need to do a lot of verification, ask a lot of questions.
Hmm.
You understand? That's why we are brokers. We
Hmm.
try to help our client as much as we can. You understand? That's why a lot of our clients just buy and they're just at ease because they know that everything that is pertaining to the verification of the land and the due diligence that needs to be done, we have done all that, and most of them just have confidence in our ability to do these things and they just buy from us.
Okay, so as a new investor,
Yes.
how do I spot these real estate scams that lead to demolitions and the rest?
Most times it's really difficult to get this sorry, let me start again. Most times it's so difficult to decipher which one is for real or which one is fake.
Okay.
But the first thing you should look out for is this. When you are about to go into a real estate agreement or buy into a real estate firm, the first thing you should ask them for is to know what you receive after buying.
Okay.
From the real estate. They won't give you the landed document. They'll give you what is called an offer letter or allocation letter or deed of assignment and all that. That's one thing. Then secondly, you request to know where this estate is located, because a lot of times people just pay money and they don't even know where the land is.
Yes, that's me.
So which is very, very wrong. The first stage is to get them to take you to your estate. Okay, I'm buying a land. You have to see what you're buying. You're not buying an abstract land, or you understand? So you have to go and see what you are buying. Go and see where the estate is located, even if it's a bush. And request for the document. There's what they call a TDP. TDP is called title deed plan. Title deed plan shows the coordinates of where the estate is, the boundaries. That's why you need a surveyor to help you interpret the TDP to be sure that where they are showing you is what it is on the paper. You understand? So if you have done all those your confirmation, it means okay, you are very sure that where they are showing you is where the estate is located. That's the first stage. So the second stage is to get to know where your plot is located inside the estate.
Because you need to know the decimal point.
Yes. So how do you get to know that? You have to request for a site plan. Site plan has the arrangement of all the structures, where you're going to have the residential, the commercial, the other facilities, maybe the recreational areas within the estates, how the functionality of the estate. Some even come in form of 3D. You understand? So you have to be able to see and have a visual picture of what your estate will look like, and then request to know which of them is your plot. You can even start having a mental picture of the entrance to your house, how the number of houses that will be after your house. You understand? That's how to buy into real estate.
Okay, so you see now that it's not really easy to pull a real estate scam as people used to, because I remember there was somebody that sold at airports some years back to, I think, a Brazilian firm. Wow. And they came back to Nigeria and there was no airports. Congratulations to whoever did the transfer. you made a lot of money.
So I heard someone was about to sell the national stadium.
I won't be surprised. We sell a lot of things here. It's our national cake. But sincerely, it has really been an informative podcast with you. You've really given us the breakdown. But then you've not told us the name of your company. Okay. Will it be nice for us to have a fantastic host who has broken down everything for us and we will not know the name of your company? Please, what's the name of your company?
Okay, the name of my company is Kehinde Bridge. So I call it Kehinde Bridge Global. So the reason why I call it Kehinde Bridge Global is because we plan to have Kehinde Bridge brokerage firms in Nigeria We plan to have in Dubai, in Australia, and South Africa,
Hmm.
and some other branches like that. So we're just starting with Nigeria. We call it Kemot Bridge Nigeria for now, but the
Hmm.
name is Kemot
Okay.
Bridge Global. Yes,
So that's more like the whole enterprise thing.
yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So many of you can actually go check up Kemo. Is it
Kemot
Kemot?
Bridge, Kemot Bridge,
Come
Kemot,
again.
Kemot Bridge,
Kemo. Kemo Bridge.
Kemot.
Oh,
T.
Kemot.
Yes.
Okay, Kemot Bridge.
Yes, Kemot Bridge.
Okay, so go check out Kemot Bridge.
On Twitter, it's on Facebook.
Okay, and with that,
Instagram as well.
trust me, because of the way they do their due diligence and the way they do everything they can to give you the best piece of land, I think it will be lovely to actually work with them. It's nice having you on this podcast,
Thank you,
Mr.
Robert.
Kehinde. Thank you very much.
A great pleasure.
Okay, so before I go, because right now the number of things I have seen, is making me wonder. The laws guiding each state in aspect of real estate, do they actually vary from state to state in Nigeria?
Yes, they do. They do. So there's a Land Use Act
Good.
of 1973
Yeah.
that says that all lands in the state belongs to the state governor.
Governor. Oh,
Yes,
I need to have a governor as a friend.
belongs to the state governor. So it means the governor has the right to administrate the land the way he deems fit. I'm sure every state has the way they run the administration of the land. So that's why it is peculiar to every state.
So you're
So
telling
the way
me
it's
now,
done in Abuja is totally different from the way it's done in Lagos.
so you're telling me right now
Yes.
that every 4 years
Yes.
they can change it too, because it's a change of government.
Yes. Yes. It depends on how they want it to be done. Though there is already a stated rule, but the governor has the right to change it however he pleases.
Okay, no problem. I think I'll be the butter now. But sincerely, once again, it's been nice having you. Akin Sam. I remain with you, your one and only Akin Sam. But please, we will have another podcast next week, and trust me, you don't want to miss that, because what are the crazy things you've actually done? Like, what the heck is that crazy thing you have done? Thank you very much, Mr. Kehinde, once again. He is the CEO of Kemot Bridge Global. Thank you once again, and it's been lovely having you on the podcast.
It's a great pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a lovely day, guys.
Thank you.